Hi guys, it's MJ. In this video, I just want to go through the user experience of the iMali application that we're making. So these are some of the screenshots from the presentation that Lauren did. It's amazing that we've actually got the game up and running now. It's lovely seeing it all come together. So these are the screenshots of the I think we've all seen the video already, and what I'm going to be doing is going through these and then showing the ones that I've designed that we can then add on top of this. So what I see it is that the screen is basically split into four areas. We've got the top bar over here with our menus. We can log off, we can access various things, and then there's an information panel, there's the game screen, and then there's another information panel over here. So you can see in the middle, this is where decisions are made, and then on the sides, this is where the user will get their information. So yeah, these are the various slides, and the one thing that I'm not too much of a fan of is that there is a lot of information here. This is a lot. I know us as actuaries, we're used to seeing a lot of information at once, but for our users, this might be a little bit intimidating seeing all this information at once. Another thing I had was the numbers. I don't know, but I get a little bit confused when I see a string of numbers. Maybe it'd be better if we round those up. I don't know about how the game mechanics work, but just from a visual point of view, if you see those are just a bunch of numbers to me, they would make more sense if maybe just rounded them up, just be easy on the eye. So these were the slides. Well, this is how the game's currently looking, and sorry, let me just go all the way back to the top. And now let's go look at the slides that I've designed that we can maybe put as an overlay. So I'm thinking of maybe sticking with the colors that we were given. The pink and the blue. I see this is like the very starting slide. They put in their name, they put in their password, they either click login, or they can click this little button here, will be register as a new user, which will take them to a very similar looking slide where they just input their details. I don't know what details we want to capture, a little terms and conditions if we have one, and then we have register. And then I saw we still need to add in the slide where they choose their avatar, but let's assume they've chosen their avatar. They get to this slide, or the avatar slide come after this one. But this is here where we can continue our game, start a new game, or do the multiplayer. And what I'm thinking is that we keep, like I said, just like how the game is at the moment, the middle part contains the game action, the interaction, and then let's keep the sides for information, and the top part at the top for extra menus and stuff like that. So what I'm thinking is, let's say they start a new game, or it's right in the beginning, the first thing that they see is their little avatar. So their little avatar comes up here, and what I'm thinking is that if you had to say hover your mouse over the avatar, then that extra information comes in. So instead of having, let me see if I can click here. So instead of having this information always in the game, I'm thinking we have this hidden, and only when a user comes and hovers their mouse or clicks the avatar icon does this information then pop up. Their stress level, their turns, or whatever information we want to display. Then they click get started, and they make their first decision. Do they want to work or do they want to study? I like the idea of having text as the interface and then the information as icons. So you can see there's not going to be, well, I don't envision icons over here. We just have work, we just have study. And then let's say they click study, then we see that the study icon then appears in the information bar. And then if they had to click their mouse on top of it, they would then see all that education information. Current diploma, next will be the degree, amount of years studied, and so forth. And so the information panel starts to slowly grow once they've made decisions. But let's look at this interaction one. I didn't like how the houses were laid out, where I think there were 6 different houses, each one. You could rent a 1-bedroom in the city or rent a 1-bedroom out the city, and we've done that for each one with a different icon. And to me, that was just a little bit of information overload. So I was thinking, what about this as a mechanic where they choose, okay, I want to rent 1-bedroom, in the city, and then there's a little summary box over here that gives all that information. And then they can see, oh, if I click 3-bedroom, then the values change, or they click outside the city, they can see how the various things change. So it makes it much easier to choose and much easier to compare. So they click between these two, it changes the summary, and then once they're happy with their choice, they can then click accept. And then once they've chosen accept with the house, you can see then the house icon appears, which if they hovered over would give all that information about the house, the loan repayments, the utilities, all that type of stuff. If they're chosen to work, it'd give all the information about their work, their current job, their salary, all that type of stuff. So the whole idea is that we're not bombarding them with textual information on the sides, but rather we're showing their progress, or as their turn goes forward, they're getting these icons. They'll be like, "Ooh, what's this new icon?" They click on it, and they can get that extra information. Over here was with choosing your ride. I kind of thought we go with a similar approach how we did with the house, although this it's just we're choosing the second-hand car or the brand new car. Like I said, I'd prefer if we kept the interaction part textual and then the information on the side as the icons, just so that the user knows, okay, this is what I can interact with, this is where I get my information from, and not just have the icons and the text blended together. And then so I think this is the final thing that you choose in the screenshot that we were shown. So then it would say come to the summary page, giving all the information. They can go to the next turn. And then I was just playing around here with, well, here you can see there's the car icon. They could then click that and see all the car information. And then the idea is that as they go through the game, they choose insurance, or they choose, I don't know what the various other options are. So this is where I do need some guidance in how the game plays out. The various different choices they have to make. I mean, maybe we can add in a wedding one, or maybe that's where the family comes in, and show how those, are influencing their game. We could even maybe, we could remove this whole area over here. We could even make these little guys over here much smaller, so that we could fit in more, and then we could use this for extra information, or we could have it so that when you click here, information is shown in a text box over here, or some sort of thing. So we can play around with the graphics, with the user interface, but my feeling is that we should keep the middle as we have it as interaction. Let's keep it text-based, and then let's use icons on the side. We can play around with how we want to put them. We can get them all over here, and then you click, and maybe that information pops up, over here in a square. There's a lot we can do, but the general aim is that we have the icons on the side, text in the middle, and we go through the game and we start building up our icons around the screen. I'm also quite happy with the colors. If you guys have any recommendations, but I like the idea of going with this blue, this pink, and then this color here. It's not black. It's like a very dark gray. And then what we can also do with this avatar is, let's say, they're getting stressed. We can, change the little face so that the face shows that he is upset, and I don't know. We might even move, these little things around and make him look all cute like that. Showing that he's really getting worn out by work and everything. But that we can all play with, and maybe, I don't know, I'm quite happy with having just like a standard icon for the car and for the house. We could maybe do it so that once they improve their car, the car icon becomes more fancier, or the house becomes a little bit bigger, and different things like that. But that is just a quick little video on how I'm picturing the layout, how I'm picturing the interface, the colors we should use, the text versus icon, and if you guys are happy with this, then as soon as the game mechanic guys make more progress or show some more slides, I can keep updating the user interface, making these templates. And then the nice thing about this is that it would be very easy to implement. It's just a blue bar, it's just a pink square on the button, and then I can send them these vector files, and they can change the size and put them in the sides here. So once we get more information on the game mechanics, I can make more game icons, and we can start building this, putting it all together, and I think we're going to have a very beautiful product at the end of the day. But yeah, thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions. Cheers.